Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you guys are new here. Hi, my name is Sydney. I film cruelty-free beauty videos, and today's video is one that I'm pretty excited about because I placed a Devinah order. If you guys couldn't tell from these palettes, holy moly, these are reflective. I'm gonna just put those down so I stop blinding you. But I've wanted to try Devinah for quite a long time, and one night I was chatting with a friend on Instagram and we were going back and forth, and she was like, oh, I just placed an order. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize they were open. So we were chatting back and forth about the shades that she bought, and I'm like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna make like a hypothetical cart, you know, like when you make those carts to like satisfy the urge to buy something. So I made my hypothetical cart and I sent it to her, and she's like, oh, you picked out such beautiful shades, we were talking, blah blah blah, and then I ordered them. I would say that something took me over and I ordered them, but I was fully conscious when I ordered them. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys. I did order 2 of these little palettes as well. For some reason, I am incredibly attracted to the palettes that have like the little wells for your individual shadows. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm running out of magnetic palette space. So, and these are on sale, so I grabbed some of those too. But today I thought it would be fun to share the shadows that I ordered. I'm on a huge single shadow kick, you guys. I recently posted a video sharing 4 curated palettes that I thought were perfect for spring, so I can link that down below if you guys are interested in that. I would really love to do those like maybe once or twice a month. But if I do that, I need some more single palettes. So that's why I bought those. I'm gonna have to buy some more eventually. So definitely check that out if you guys are also into single shadows. But today I thought it would be fun to show off these shadows that I have purchased. So I'm going to do some swatches, we're going to chat about the shades, and without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, you guys, so as I said, I did order these 2 palettes, and the first bundle that I ordered was the... Is this the Exploders collection? No, this is the other one. These are the Galaxy Dust shadows, I believe. These were what I was most interested in. They really pushed me over the edge because these are like shifty, beautiful shadows. I hope it's gonna pick up on camera. They're shifty, beautiful, sparkly shadows, and that's like what I'm about right now. So I did grab this bundle as well as the Exploders bundle, but I thought we would dive in with this one first. I did film some close-up swatches with my iPhone, and I took some close-up pictures too, but I'm not sure if I'll have those edited and ready to go into this video. But if I do, I will insert them in this video along with these swatches that I'm going to do on my arm. I want to give you guys as many angles of these shadows as I possibly can because I know that they can be a little bit difficult to kind of see them online or see them transferred through photos. So the first shade in this bundle is called Cygnus, I believe. And it's like this beautiful pink with like this beautiful bronze coppery reflect. I get so much pleasure from swatching these, you guys. Oh my goodness, do you see that shift? Can you see it? I hope you guys can see it in some way in this video. Holy moly, it is so beautiful. These shadows are a bit like thicker, I feel like. I almost want to call them a little bit crumbly, but I feel like they're just a really soft shadow formula, and they're so sparkly that they're not like super hard pressed, if that makes sense. But there is that shade right there. As I said, I'll be inserting close-up swatches of everything, as long as I took a close-up swatch. I think there were a couple that I missed, but I will try to insert close-up swatches of everything so you guys can get a really good look at these shadows. The second one that was in that bundle is called Megalanic, I think I just butchered that. And when I got these home and I put these 2 in the palette next to each other, I'm like, those look awfully similar, and they are pretty similar, but I feel like Megalanic has a little bit more of a, it has a stronger base, I feel like, and B, it's a little bit more purpley. They look super similar on my arm too. I think they are similar shades. I kind of wish that Devinah would have chose a different shade to put in there, but they are very pretty. And honestly, that kind of like shifty, like copper to pink shade is like right up my alley, so I'm not that upset about there being 2. Next shade that I ordered is called Starfire. It's this beautiful purple shade. This one I feel like also has a pretty warm base to it. Let's do a quick swatch right here. Oh my gosh, my swatches are horrifying. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, you can tell that this one's just a little bit more purple, but it still does have that very strong warm base to it. Next up, we have a shade that Amy Loves Makeup totally sold me on, and this is the shade Skyla. Look at that, you guys. It has like a blue shift to it. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. That's like vaguely reminiscent of MAC Blue Brown, but I feel like it has way more pink to it. Now that top row, I feel like those shades are pretty similar, especially the first three. I feel like I really could have just bought like one of those and been good, but I totally got sucked into like the sparkly goodness, and I was like, well, I'll just buy them all. It's fine. I'll buy them all. Next up, we have the shade Messier. This one shifts from like a teal to a blue to a purple. It is so beautiful. Holy guacamole. I mean, just look at that shadow. Oh, beautiful. You can tell that this one's definitely more purple. Skyla is definitely more purple than Messier is. This one has a bit more like of a green tealy blue to it. Okay, this was the shadow that I was probably the most excited about in this bundle, and it is the shade Asteria, I think it's called. It is so beautiful. Do you see that bright green shift? It shifts from like green to pink. I feel like I see some blue in there too. It's just mind-blowingly beautiful. I don't know how I haven't put any of these on my eyes yet. I think I'm in like makeup overload right now. Look at that shift. Oh my goodness. And then finally we have the shade Celesta, which this is just, I feel like, a pretty traditional green gold shade. It is, I mean, that doesn't mean it's any less beautiful. I'm obsessed with these shadows. Holy moly. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, so this is something that I didn't know about the Galaxy Dust collection, but like when I'm looking at them from this angle, when I'm looking at my arm, I can really see the very warm, kind of like warm brown terracotta base that all these shadows have. I wonder if you guys will be able to see it. So that's interesting, but they all have really gorgeous shifts. As I said, I feel like the top three, maybe I didn't need all of those, maybe one would have sufficed, but I did think that they were all really pretty. Okay, so now let's move on to the second palette, and as I said, the second collection that I purchased was the Willy Wonka Exploders collection. That is the top, well, I guess they're the bottom two rows from where you guys are sitting. And then I also purchased a couple of just random singles. I purchased some mattes, I purchased a shimmery shade. So first I want to swatch out the Exploders collection. Okay, the first shade we have is called Marshmallow Pillows, which the names on these shadows are just like so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. And this is like kind of a bright bubblegummy pink shade. I feel like in the pan I see some blue shifts on my finger. I see some blue too. Oh, these are just so metallic and pretty. Holy moly. The blue shift isn't super duper strong. Like, I feel like it could be stronger, but it's a lighter shade, so I feel like it would stand to reason that it would be a softer shift. Next up we have the shade Pixie Sticks, which is of a similar tone of pink, but this one has a gold shift. I feel like that one is definitely very apparent on the finger. Ooh, that one swatched a little bit more smoothly than the first one. I feel like the second one was a bit more like sparkly, and the first one was a bit chunkier. But they're beautiful, holy moly. Next up we have the shade Runts, which this one is like a soft purple and it has some pink shifts in it, as well as, I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of gold. Oh yeah, I can clearly see the gold when I swatch it on my arm. Oh, that's so pretty. These shades are so springy and perfect for this time of year. Next up we have the shade Kazookles, and I remember this one having the prettiest like blue shift in it when I swatched it. If it refuses to pick up on camera, I will of course be inserting the close-up swatches that I took the other day, and it definitely picked up on that one. So you guys will see it one way or another. Yeah, I definitely see a little bit of a blue like periwinkle shift. Kazookles and Runs are definitely similar. I feel like a lot of the shadows in this collection are a little bit similar. They just have those little shifts that make them extra special. So if you guys aren't into like the shifty nuances of eyeshadow, maybe this collection isn't for you, or at least the whole collection. Maybe you just need like one or two shades, but that is right up my alley. This is another one of Amy Loves Makeup's favorites. This is the shade Swatch. Her and I recently did a video where we picked our top 10 single shadows and kind of put them in a palette and just kind of chat with them on camera, so I can link that down below if you guys are interested in that. The shade has like a beautiful purpley shift to it. How beautiful. Oh my goodness. Next up we have the shade Nerds, and I feel like in the pan this one has a pretty clear like gold shift, or apparent, not clear. It's very metallic. I feel like the ones with just a gold shift are a little bit smoother and just maybe a tad bit more pigmented. Then finally, we have the shade Everlasting Gobstoppers. This one has a really pretty like pink shift to it. I feel like you can't see that from this far away. This whole row of swatches just makes my heart happy. So this is the Willy Wonka Exploders collection. I hope that you guys are enjoying these swatches. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. Okay, and then we just have these 4 shades at the bottom that I want to swatch really quickly. So the first shade we have is a matte called Ludic, and I would describe this as like a dusty seafoam green shade. I was so entranced by this shade when I saw it on their website. I'm like, that is so unique. I definitely don't own anything like that. I only ordered a couple of mattes because I've heard some people say that their matte formula is not their favorite. That is absolutely stunning. I kind of wish I would have used that in my look today. I think that would have been really cool. But yeah, I just ordered a couple just in case I wasn't a big fan of them. Next up, I ordered the shade Kaya, and I would describe this as like a mid-tone purple shade. Like a mid-tone lilac, actually. Both of those felt really creamy. They're swatching, like mattes tend to swatch for me. They're both really pretty. This next one I'm a little bit worried about because when I was swatching this one the other day, I feel like it like totally hard panned on me. This one is the shade Candy. This is such a beautiful blue. I don't know if you guys could tell in that close up, but I feel like it is totally hard panned and it's making it really difficult to get any product up. I mean, like there's the color, so it has pigment to it, but it's just not coming off really nicely. I'm gonna take a spoolie really quick. Let's see if we can scrape that off. I don't think I've ever had an eyeshadow like that I just bought hard pan on me like that. I don't think I've had many issues with hard pan before. Okay, I couldn't find a spoolie, so I'm just gonna use this end of my Essence brow pencil. Let's see if we can scrape that off and get to something a little bit creamier because those other mattes felt nice. It still feels super dry. I don't know, you guys. We're gonna have to try that one on the eyes. I guess if it doesn't work after that, maybe I'll try like repressing it. I don't know. I've never really had issues with hard pan before. If you guys know like what to do when your shadows get hard panned and how to fix them, leave me it down in the comments below. Okay, and then finally I grabbed this deep cobalt blue in the shade Hydra. I feel like this is more of a satin than a metallic formula. I mean, especially compared to those Exploder shades. They're so, so beautiful. I usually don't go for satins, especially deep satins, but I was just in love with this color. That swatched absolutely beautifully. So that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which shades really caught your attention or what Devinah shadows are your favorite. I would love to know. Their candy coated collection launches, I think it launched a couple minutes ago actually, the day that I'm filming this. And I was so tempted to buy it, but I'm like, no, you need to play with your Devinah shadows that you have already. But if you guys grab that collection, let me know. I would love to chat back and forth with you in the comments, but that's gonna wrap it up for me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! I'm gonna get these shadows out. I probably should have done that before I started filming this. I don't have nails right now. I guess they come out pretty easily. So the first shade, oh, I feel like I'm super exposed right now. Oh my gosh, I gotta figure out my swatching. Look at how sparkly my fingers are.